So, welcome. I'm super excited to be with you here today. And I have some amazing women that are going to be sharing some information with you here shortly. But first, I want to welcome you and say thank you. My name is Melissa Davis. I'm National Sales Director for pawTree. And, somebody invited you here because they really think very highly of you. And they probably asked you just to take a look. And in the next few minutes, I tell you, myself and these two lovely women who I'll introduce you to in a second are going to give you enough basic information so you can make a decision if pawTree is a fit for you or not. So let me first introduce to you your speakers for today. I am super excited. I've known both of these women for it's probably pretty close to 7 years now. And I have with me Trisha Deming and Amber Sanders. And you'll be able to hear from both of them. Now, Amber's going to share her story with you today. Now, if you want to listen again or you have guests that you would love to hear this presentation, we will be doing this again this evening at 7:30 p.m. and you'll get to hear Trisha's story then. But I will tell you that both of these ladies are what we call 3-star vice presidents, which means they are at the top of the heap. They're the cream of the crop as leaders. They're leaders of leaders of leaders. There are only 2 people in the history of pawTree that have achieved that rank, and they're with you today. Needless to say, they're the top 2 money earners at pawTree, and I feel so honored not just to know them from a business perspective, but to know them from a personal perspective. So I'm going to share my screen here. Give me just 1 minute, and we're going to get started. There we go. And I just want to first say again that I am super excited to be here. And, every success story starts with a first step. And I don't know what your story will be, but I definitely want to turn it over to Amber and let Amber share her success story with you. So, Amber, I'm going to just be sitting here in the waiting room, listening and taking everything in. So welcome. And just, you guys are going to be amazed at what Amber has to share.
Well, I don't know about amazed, but I really do love talking about how I got my start because, everyone, and just like this slide actually even says, every success story starts with the first step. So basically, I'm just going to tell you what my first steps look like. And maybe some of you will be able to relate to that. But Trisha, who's here with me, is actually the one that introduced me to pawTree to start with. So it's so fun that, here we are together. We've been working together and with Melissa for these, over 6 years now. It's been so fun. But my start came with, I had been a stay-at-home mom for 15 years. And my husband, so, my whole life, I do have a wonderful family. We always had what we needed. Not everything we wanted, but we had what we needed. And I was raised by a loving family, which I'm really grateful for. And then I did get married. I got married young, actually. So I was only 19 years old when I got married. And not very many people can relate to that. But I will tell you that my story began with, I got married young. I didn't finish college. I actually supported my husband in college and many years of getting on his career path. And then our kids were getting older, and I kind of had the thought, I do want something to do. I want something that, I can feel like I have, that I'm learning and I'm growing and progressing. And my goal was actually to go to school. So what happened was my husband and I sat down with the different, I knew what I wanted to study. And we were looking at the path and what it would take. And I was going to have to leave the family for a little while to get some things done, like an internship type thing. And we realized that if this worked out, then this would actually be more profitable short term than my long-term education goals, which was really interesting. So we decided to give it a try. So I committed to a year, and then it turned to 3 years and 5 years. And now here I am 6 years later. I'm grateful that I stuck with it because, you know, I was looking for more like career type stuff. You know, I wanted something of my own. And so some of these questions you're seeing here, it might be something you're looking for. You know, what do you want? Like for me, I wanted something to say, yeah, I can actually do something. I've accomplished something. And I was able to do it in a very flexible manner. I didn't have to leave my family. I could do it from home. I could still raise my kids in the way that I wanted to. But you know, what would you do if you had an extra 10 hours a week? Because that's truly what this turns into is, you know, most of us a lot of us are working full-time jobs, or, you know, there's just something in your schedule that you wish you could work around or not have there. And this is one of those flexible things. So I was able to raise my family, stay home with my kids, and build a career and have career income on the side as well. And think about it, you know, if you did have this extra cash, maybe you're one of those people that you're thinking, you know, I want to get out of my job, or maybe I just want an extra 200, 500, 1,000 extra dollars. You can do that as well. That's where I started, right? I had my, you know, you start somewhere and you work up, you know, as time goes on. So think about what some extra time or some extra income would do for you, would do for your family. And especially if you're one of those people that, you know, you're tired of being told what to do and when to do it. Sometimes that's what it comes down to. And then if time and money were not an issue, think of that as well. So you can go all, you know, you can be thinking of, you know, a car payment every month that you want covered, all the way up to, you know, I just want something completely different for my life. And that was me, actually. So my story is, it was pretty simple. It was just, I want something to do for me. One little added thing that I'll share, and then we'll move to the next slide, and we're going to move a little faster. This tends to be the longest little segment here. But the other thing too was I noticed that I was being provided for my whole life. I don't know if any of you can relate to that. But before I, you know, got married, it was my parents. I lived in their home, and then I was going to college, and they were helping me there. And then I got married, and yes, I worked for a year until we had our first, well, 2 years until I had our first child. But we were newlyweds. That was the only time that I really contributed to family, you know, funds and that kind of stuff. So, you know, as I was living my life, I was realizing, you know, I've been supported my whole life. I want to do something where I can give back. I can have, you know, have something that I can share with others financially. So that's been a really big part of this as well that I've been so grateful for. Okay, so envision a life that you want is what we would really like you to think about. So this second little segment is my favorite. You guys, the numbers are in your favor, and that exclamation point should be maybe 10 because if you look at these industries, one thing that Trisha and I had talked about with Melissa actually a while back was how many people do you know in these other industries that you support personally? I love, Trisha, that you highlighted that one time, you know, or you know that they're in these industries, in this space, in this direct sell space is what it's called. But if you look, you know, there you might know. I actually have 4 skincare friends that I help support them because, you know, they're my good friends, and there are 4 of them. 3 of them are in the same company, but when they come to me, I support them in some way. So, and then the dietary supplements and vitamins, I have 1 friend that I support there. And in care, well, the beauty and personal care and skincare are the ones that I have 4. So, but anyway, just think about that. But in the pet space, you know, it is a $99 billion and growing industry. And how many people do you know in that space? You might know, and this might be a great time to kind of think about who you know where, but how many pet professionals do you know? They're not in the direct sell space, right? But they are pet professionals. So you might know some pet people, but chances are they're not talking about pawTree. So just think of that for a minute, in a $99 billion industry. So timing is a big deal. Right now, you know about us, and you can position yourself as an entrepreneur in this huge industry. So that was something that was a big selling point for me. It was just very attractive to me when I found pawTree. And back then, you guys, it was like a $75 billion industry or lower. I don't even know. So it's grown. So the pawTree story is very near and dear to many of our hearts because you see here, this is our founder and CEO, Roger Morgan, and he has had almost 2 decades of experience in the pet industry. And he saw and learned things that he felt like, there's got to be something better. We need to make something better for the pets in our life and to help the pet owners in our life provide better lives for our pets as well. So he founded pawTree in 2012, and then we started sharing our message. It took a whole 2 years to start sharing our message from there. But we are uncompromising. You can read it. It does highlight on the slide that we deliver high quality products. We have uncompromising products, and we share it through relationships that are built on trust rather than big box stores. So you're not going to feel like, oh goodness, they can just run to PetSmart anytime and get this or order on Chewy. No, what we have to offer has so much value and is 100% guaranteed. You'll hear us mention that later. It's only available through you. So anyway, that's kind of our story. Okay, Trisha.
Yeah,
this is your turn.
I jump in here. So thank you, Amber. I mean, all of it comes back to this promise. This is where Roger is uncompromising on his promise. And I love this. On the slide you'll see here, his promise is real meat, poultry, or fish is the first ingredient in his pet food. In this pet food, there's no poultry byproduct. There's no corn, no wheat, no soy, no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives, developed by veterinarians and nutritionists and made here in the US. So we promise not to compromise quality because your pet's health is important to us. And that's really bottom line why he started pawTree. He just saw too many things happening in the background that he's like, there's got to be better, just as Amber emphasized, there's got to be a better way. So this is where it started. So on to the next slide, we'll talk a little bit more about those products. So we've got a full line of nutritional, wholesome, holistic products, as you can see here, for dogs and cats. So we've got seasoning. Have you ever heard of a pet seasoning? Maybe you've even tried it. It's possible you've tried it. But we've got pet food seasoning, treats, health and wellness products, different supplements that really help support their immune system and other things. We'll get into that in just a minute. We have toys, food, dog food, cat food, potty training, and waste management. So this is what I love to emphasize the most. 100% satisfaction guarantee. Can you get that with anything else you're buying online or in stores at this day? You really don't see that. So 100% satisfaction guarantee. And what that means is there's no risk for you to try. You get your money back if you're not happy for any reason. So I think that's really compelling and speaks to the product itself that, hey, just give us a try. There's no risk. And we give you that satisfaction guarantee. So let's move on to the next. This is another thing I love. Can you tell we love every slide, like this is my favorite. Well, this is one of my favorites. So real solutions for real issues. Do any of these look familiar as you go down the slide, as you're looking? Do you see anything familiar on this? Bad gas, anxiety. That's something we've seen a lot with the 4th of July. We've helped a lot of pets with anxiety. Sensitive stomach. That's another really common one we see a lot. But this is what we do. We talk to pet owners. We ask them, what are some of the things you're dealing with your pets? And just recently I helped a pet owner. She had a dog that was itching, really, really bad itching. So she was assuming seasonal allergies, but her dog was itching so bad. She'd created some raw spots, some hot spots that were bleeding. She had lost several patches of hair. So she came looking like, I need the answers. What is going on with my pet? And that's what we do. That's what we help for, is help solve for everyday common issues, or just great ways to provide really solid nutrition for your pet. So what we've done is here. Oh, actually, this is where I think I transitioned to you, Amber, right? Or is this my turn still? Shoot. I'll talk about this because I want to emphasize what we do.
I'll do the next one. You take this.
Okay, I'm going to do this one because here's what I love to emphasize. It's as simple as talking, sharing, and asking. This is what makes what we do so easy. Just as my friend Rachel came to me, well, I saw that she had the issue. She'd posted on Facebook, "My poor dog is suffering. Can anybody help?" And I said, "Yes." So I talked with her. I talked about some of these things she was experiencing with her dog Roxy. And so we talk with pet parents. It says here, we have authentic conversations with pet parents to uncover any issues their pets may be experiencing. And then we share. So with Rachel, my friend Rachel, I shared solutions. I shared the benefits of trying these products, the risk-free, the things we've talked about, the satisfaction guarantee. I'm confident that they work because I've seen it work for over 6 years now. I've seen these products work time and time again. So I shared with Rachel, this is what I would do. This I would suggest. And then I asked, "Are you ready to purchase?" And she did. She purchased, and now she's got a pet that's happier and healthier. 3 weeks later, her pets never look better. The hair's growing back, no more hot spots. So then you magnify. We're able to magnify that opportunity by asking others to do the same. Do you want to earn some income? Do you want to talk to pet owners and have those authentic conversations? Do you want to share solutions and earn income as a result? And as you see here, there's no inventory required, there's no income cap, and there's no experience necessary. So again, no risk in starting and trying. So go ahead, Amber, tell us more about what's next.
Yeah, I love that. So maybe we'll come back to no inventory, no cap and income, and no experience necessary because that was me. No experience necessary, So if that's you, this, that's one of my favorite things about this business. So this next one, don't you love this? We do have residual bills. Don't love that, but why not have residual income? This is one of my favorite things. Those of us that have been doing this for a while, or even just getting started, this is probably the most powerful thing that pawTree has to offer, honestly, because you can stop trading your time for your money, no matter what happens. Trisha actually has a really cool story about, for the first time, she has 5 kids. Her last baby, she was able to take maternity leave and still have the same amount of income. So how many people can say that? I love that story. But same with me. What I found is, we've had some really, life throws some interesting things at you at different times. And it's really nice to not feel like, oh, wow, my time off is ticking from work, or, if you're salaried, then a lot of times that happens. I don't want to use up my vacation days. That's not what you have to worry about here. Here, there's a lot more freedom. But because the reason for that is because our products do work so well, just like the guarantee that Trisha talked about and all the products that she highlighted, they do work. They are results. They produce the results that people are hoping for. So they will reorder, and then they won't try something different. When Roger started this company, another thing that he really wanted was he wanted that pawTree brand to be something that if you saw that brand, you knew you could trust it and that you should try it. So that is what is being built and has been built. We just are trying to tell more people about it because we're helping as many pets as we possibly can. So whether you're working or on vacation or whatever it may be, you are earning an income. So anyway, one of my most favorite things about this business. Okay, next, let's see. Okay, the power of the residual income. So I kind of touched on this already. I'm getting ahead of myself. But this is an example of, so Trisha went over what we talk about, right? We talk, we share, we ask. This is an illustration that I feel like is really helpful to see what one sale can do. And like we said, we've highlighted the quality, we've highlighted the guarantee, and the fact that people will come back and order over and over again. Once they find something that works for them, they're going to stick with it. So this is an example of one $75 monthly sale and how much it can be worth to you. So you get a $75 monthly recurring customer. We have something they get benefits for saying, yes, I'm going to be a loyal customer. This works for my pet, and I'm going to order again and again. And so what happens at the end of the year, it's actually $3,900 in monthly sales that you're going to have. And this is when you qualify for 35% commissions, you get, if you do that over and over again, hang on, I'm trying to understand exactly. Yeah. So look at how much money is going to be in your pocket. If you do that, you just get one each week, and then you get that income every single month. So think of how much you work. Think of how much, it really, to do that, that is actually a very low end goal. This is a business that does require work. That's definitely something that we don't like to tell people, oh, you just join us and it comes your way. It's fun. It does require some time and some work, but with very little effort. Many of us do this 5 times over, 10 times over, sometimes in a month. So this is a very, very reasonable and doable example of what can be headed your way with just a small amount of time. So let's see, and then the next slide. Okay, testimonials. Let's read these testimonials. I know these people. They are incredible people that I know and love, but these are their personal experiences. So you heard my story a little bit about that, and like Melissa said, Trisha's going to share hers tonight. But Kathy and Mike, let's read theirs. So Kathy worked over 25 years as a professional to earn a good pension. After working our pawTree business for only 3.5 years, our pawTree monthly commissions have now exceeded our monthly pension check. So that's just, I just love that story because so many of us can relate to that. And then Joey in Michigan, before pawTree, I was overworked, underpaid, and longed for freedom. With pawTree, I found my people. I'm praised and rewarded for my efforts. How many of us can say that? I feel like that's a hard thing to be able to say, oh yeah, I am praised. You know, I am praised often. We've had some people say, this is the first time I've ever received recognition in my life. So I love that. And then Holly said, I was blessed that my pawTree business could travel with me and it can be done anywhere. Holly does like to have a good time. She's a really fun person. So this fits her perfectly. And whenever she's very family oriented and they like to get together a lot. So she just takes us wherever she goes. So I do love those testimonials. Okay, this is a slide that I really do love. This is because it's simple and it shows a very simple example of how you can earn money really quickly. And as long as you're focused on a few things, okay? So we call it your fast path to 2000. So there are fast start bonuses that you can earn along the way as you're moving. And as long as you are focused, you'll have a sponsor. I love this business because you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So you'll have a mentor and a community that will walk you through this every step of the way. So as long as you stay connected with them and paying attention to what you need to do next, then this is very, very doable. And this is how it goes. So you have 3 fast start bonuses you earn. We help you attain those things. Okay, focus on this first, second, third, and then you have other people join you along the way. And every time they earn their bonuses, you get matching bonuses. And if you just got 3 people and they earned their bonuses, then you would have a total of bonuses of $1,500. And we have had people do this and earn really incredible paychecks right out of the gates. And it's fun to work together as well. So if that's you and you're thinking of somebody in mind, then you guys can earn these together and do it together. It's so much fun to do that. And then as you're earning these, you will very likely be advancing to what we call a vice president title. It is a leadership title, and you'll receive an additional $500 in bonuses. So the total would be $2,000 in bonuses. But you do need to, there's one thing that I love to highlight about this slide. So these are bonuses only. This does not include any regular commissions. It doesn't include, we have a couple other, called product sponsoring bonuses that you can get, but it doesn't include any of those things. So just know that this is just, bonuses for these fast start items only. So you will earn more than that. Let's see. Okay, so is this you, Trisha? No, this is still me. Okay, so, and here we go. I just said this, because you're in business for yourself and never by yourself, we do provide you with incredible tools. And I won't say me personally, because our home office has gone above and beyond. They work tirelessly. Well, probably not tirelessly. I think you do get really tired, but they work so hard. Wouldn't you say, Trisha, that it's just incredible? It's incredible to know what they do for us. And we have new things being launched all the time. We just had a new Grow program that's available. It's all free when you join with us. These tools are available. We have an incredible app. But I do want to highlight these bullet points that are on here. There is no inventory required. Your own personal, you get your own personal website. You get online training, and that's a little bit of what I've already talked about, like this Grow program, professional marketing tools, which would be the app to support your business, and then a community of people that we know and love so much. So some of my best friends I have because of this company, and I never expected that ever in a million years. Trisha, you are one of them, and you know that very well. So I'm so grateful. Okay.
Here I go. And I couldn't agree more. I feel the same way. Like it's such a blessing, such a gift to have so many wonderful, incredible people enter your life that you didn't know beforehand. So that's reason enough for me. But so every decision starts with that first step, right? And here is where we're at that first step. Are you in? Are you ready? Are you ready to take that first step? Well, this is where you start. We have enrollment kit options. So just as if you were to enroll in a business. Sorry, someone's at my house. My dog's barking. That's the beauty of working at home, right? You get some of these distractions, I guess. But so bottom line, if you were to invest, let's say, in a franchise, if you were to look into a McDonald's franchise or a Chick-fil-A, I mean, what kind of money are you investing to get into those businesses? It's thousands of dollars, right? And with us, we have something for every budget. This Start Simple enrollment kit. It's $29.99. You get a few documents to help you with some training. You get a few samples to share. So you can get off and start it and get all those tools that Amber talked about, the app, everything that she mentioned, you get just by simply this simple enrollment kit. However, I will say that really our most popular and what we prefer to talk about are these kits, because we really want you to have an understanding of the product, be a user of the product and experience them. Yeah, look at all of the things that you get. Melissa's circling here. You get everything we mentioned with the basic kit, but then you get treats. You get 3 bags of treats. You get paw pairings, those seasonings I mentioned earlier. And you get our core 5, these products that we talk about, we share, and are most popular. We hear people all the time saying that their pet has anxiety, they have joint concerns, they have allergy concerns. The salmon oil is like the liquid gold that everybody could use. Every pet could use salmon oil in their diet. So these are things we really want you to experience and try and have available to you to even sample perhaps with other people. Be a user of the products and get them at a fraction of the cost. I mean, $175.99 for this basic product pack for dogs. This is specifically for dogs. Retail value, almost $375, $374.83. Incredible, right? So we talk about this kit a lot. The next kit is for cat owners. If you're one that you prefer the cat line or know a lot of cat people, this kit's for you. Same price, $175.99, same retail value. And you're getting similar to the dog pack, it's just designed for cats. So you're getting cat treats, you're getting some seasonings that those cats love, and our supplements are catered towards cats. So our joint support for cats, you would get that there. But same, everything else is the same. But then here's kind of like the deluxe model, right? This is one that I love to promote because it's the ultimate product pack, as you can see here. It's $299.99. Retail value $632. So you're getting an incredible value. And look at everything you get. I mean, you can see the picture, but more importantly, look at this bulleted list of everything that you get in this kit. Some of my favorite products that are not in the other kit are in this kit. So I always try to promote this because some of my favorite things I talk about and promote and are really lower priced items, like easy for anybody to buy, are the Urine Eliminator and OxyShot. Those 2 products are for our waste management line. They're great for dogs of all ages, all sizes, any age of life, and even kids. I feel like it's a great product for kids, and you don't get that with the other kit. And we have flea and tick spray, ear wash and dry, a lot of other products that are in this kit that just give you an experience. How can you sell products that you don't have an experience with? So better to get all of it at a fraction of the cost. And then if you ever did events or things that required a display, you'd have everything there ready to go for a display. So those are the kits. And I think at this point, we'll just bring our fearless leader, Melissa, back, who is an incredible friend and mentor. Just as Amber said, like we've known Melissa many years, and she's really helped get us to where we are today. So I'm so grateful for Melissa and her years and years of experience. She comes from an incredible background in the direct sales industry, and that's why she's here to help us duplicate what she did, where she made her millions, and now she's helping us do the same. So Melissa, take it away. Thank you.
Great job, both of you. So I always beg to come back at the end because I first off, I love being able to see this beautiful slide. But what I love even more is being able to help lead people to a decision that could potentially change your life in such positive and amazing ways. You heard lots of great facts and information from both Trisha and Amber. But what I want you to do is you've got the facts. Now listen to your heart. Go back and think about when Amber was sharing her story and asking you, what could your legacy be? What could your life be? What kind of life would you want to create where you feel purposeful and passionate and knowing that you are making a difference in the world, all the while you're gaining more income to do some of the things in life that you want to do, or you're building up that residual income so you can have the time to do things that you want to do. See, I believe that pawTree is your best vehicle to go out and create that life. So I would encourage you to get with the person that invited you just to take a look at this presentation, get your questions answered so you can make a decision to join us right away. We have a great event next week that you can be a part of. You can even join us and bring someone to hear this same presentation this evening at 7:30. So I can't wait to welcome you along with Trisha, along with Amber, to be a part of our pawTree family. So go ahead, reach out to the person who invited you, get those questions answered, and we'll see you very soon. So thanks so much for joining us, you guys. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.